On May 27, 2025, a massive explosion tore through a chemical plant in Galmi City, Shandong Province, leveling the buildings to the ground. According to official reports, the incident resulted in 5 deaths, 6 people missing, and 19 injured. However, local residents have voiced doubts about the credibility of these numbers, suspecting that the real figures may be far higher. Mr. Meng, a local villager, told the media that the explosion occurred around noon, when many workers were out for lunch. Otherwise, the casualties could have been much worse. If the explosion had happened during working hours, he said, the death toll would definitely be higher. Footage from the scene shows thick yellow and black smoke billowing into the air, with pipelines leaking unknown gases, causing widespread fear over the possible spread of toxic substances. On May 28, residents living 4 to 5 kilometers away reported that toxic smoke was drifting north with the wind. In response, locals began sealing their doors and windows and wearing masks to protect their health. Mr. Yu, another resident, told Reuters that the plant was built dangerously close to residential areas. The stench during night operations is unbearable, he said, calling the factory's safety highly questionable. So far, local authorities have yet to release the cause of the explosion or data on the surrounding air quality. Anxiety among residents is mounting, particularly over potential health risks and uncertainty about compensation for damages. The blast's shockwave shattered windows across a radius of several kilometers, with some buildings suffering severe structural damage. One resident told Jimu News that his home, located about 1 kilometer from the explosion site, had nothing left but window frames. The losses were significant. Recently, a landmark high-rise near Chongqing Railway Station was officially demolished by controlled explosion. During the collapse, video footage appears to show people running in panic inside the building, vanishing in an instant as the structure fell. Although authorities quickly issued a denial, many Chinese netizens remain convinced there were people inside. According to Xinhua News Agency, on the afternoon of May 25, the Huidi Hotel, a landmark building at Chongqing's Keiwanba Railway Station, was demolished as part of a redevelopment project. Originally opened on July 1, 1952, the demolition marks the beginning of a major overhaul of the station. On May 27, a user on Platform X named Luo Shang reposted a video and claimed that mainland netizens had tipped him off. During the demolition carried out by the Chongqing Urban Construction Bureau, no one had cleared out the homeless individuals sleeping inside the building. The footage purportedly shows at least 2 individuals dressed in white suddenly springing up and running in panic the moment the building began to collapse. We don't even know how many others might have still been asleep inside. The video shows a 10-plus story building being demolished in a powerful blast, clouds of dust rolling out. Upon close inspection, 2 figures, apparently wearing white, appear to react to the danger in real time. They can be seen running frantically on the middle floors, just seconds before the structure comes crashing down, engulfing them. On May 28, the official Chongqing Rumor Control WeChat account posted a statement saying that claims of homeless people not being evacuated and the presence of people in the building were rumors. However, this has done little to dispel public suspicion. Mainland netizens commented en masse, "I definitely saw someone in there!" Look closely between the 3rd and 4th seconds. There's clearly a person trying to jump from the balcony. Frame by frame playback shows someone trying to escape. Left second window from the top, 4th floor. What is that? Feels like there really was someone inside. Users on Platform X also lashed out. This is insane. Pure evil. We saw it on video, but how many people didn't we see? Tragedy. The CCP is a terror regime. Human lives mean nothing to them. A's Ren Zheqiang said the government would rather blow up buildings than let poor people live in them. The CCP's evil is unmatched. Following the blast, Jupai News reported that cracks had appeared on the facade of another high-rise near the demolition site. Mr. Li, a resident on the 23rd floor, said a crack roughly 1 centimeter wide opened up on his wall, and other floors also showed damage. On May 27, Chongqing authorities stated that after monitoring and inspection, no structural safety risks had been found in the affected buildings. However, they acknowledged that cracks had been reported and promised to carry out house-to-house verification and documentation. This official response drew heavy criticism online. If the main structure had a problem, it'd be too late anyway. When there were no cracks, you said the place was dangerous. Now there are cracks and you say it's safe. Cracks everywhere and you say there's no safety issue. As long as the main structure is fine, it's habitable. You decide everything, don't you? Bottom line is, they just don't want to pay compensation. These 2 incidents have sparked widespread public outrage over China's safety management and lack of transparency. In Gaomi, Shandong, authorities repeated the familiar line, "Do not spread or believe rumors," a phrase many now interpret as a tactic to cover up the truth. Residents are demanding the release of the explosion's cause, air quality data, and a concrete compensation plan. In Chongqing, the government's rapid dismissal of concerns about people being inside the demolished building has only deepened public mistrust, especially as the video evidence continues to circulate online. Both disasters highlight systemic problems in China's industrial safety and urban development. Chemical plants built too close to residential areas, demolition projects carried out without thorough evacuation, and opaque post-incident information management all point to serious regulatory failures. As one user on Platform X remarked, these incidents reveal a management attitude that treats human life as worthless. Many are calling for tighter regulations and genuinely transparent communication with the public. The explosions in Gaomi and the demolition in Chongqing not only resulted in personal injuries and property loss, they exposed deeper flaws in China's safety oversight and public accountability. As demands for truth and accountability grow louder, the authorities must respond with transparency and responsibility. Without meaningful reforms in safety regulation and communication, the next tragedy may be only a matter of time.